Good morning, students. When we got independence, August 15, 1947. Before independence, who ruled us? Britishers. Nowadays, we follow the system of ruling democracy. So, today topic is democracy. Democracy means this is the word democracy. The word derived from Greek language. Demo means people. Cratia means rule. So, final power is with people. The famous American president Abraham Lincoln gave an important definition to democracy. That is, the democracy is the government of the people, for the people, by the people. It means people has right to rule. There is two types of democracy: direct democracy and indirect democracy or representative democracy. In direct democracy, all people of that area, they meet at one place and discuss and make decisions whatever they need. It is possible to small countries, small political units. For example, the country Switzerland in Europe, they are following this system. In representative democracies, people choose their representatives through election process. All adults over 18 years of age, irrespective of their religion, language, economical position, gender, caste and creed, literate or illiterate, vote in the elections according to population of area, can be divided into different wards consist of about 100 or 200 persons. Each ward will elect one person to represent them. These elected representatives meet and make decisions on behalf of the entire population. The representatives are elected for a fixed period, usually for 5 years in our country. After that, there will be fresh elections and people will elect representatives once again. As we have noted, who got more votes will get elected. Similarly, most decisions of the elected representatives are validated based on the principle of majority. If a decision is supported by more than half of the members, it will be implemented. In a democracy, the authority of the people who get elected is also regulated by certain principles which are stated in the constitution of the country. If they go against the principles, the courts can disallow their decisions. Who disagree with the elected representatives can freely express their views and criticize their actions. This can be done through meeting, TV or newspapers, etc. Good morning, children. In previous class, we learnt about democracy. In this class, we will discuss about democracy at different levels. Mainly in 3 stages are there in democracy: local level, state level and national level. Especially in this class, we will learn about local level democracy practicing through village panchayat. So topic is village panchayat. Roads, hand pumps or street lights, they belong to people in the village as a whole, are called public amenities. All the public amenities can be provided by the government departments, but they follow orders from higher ups and eventually from the authorities in the state capital. The needs of the villagers are best understood by them and they can also solve their problems more easily than others. More important than all this is enabling ordinary people of the villages to participate in public affairs. That's why we have elected village panchayats and municipalities to provide basic amenities at the local level. At the base of this system of democratic functioning would be the Gram Sabha consisting of all the voters in a village. The Gram Sabha is expected to review the functioning of the Gram Panchayat and participate in taking decisions about village welfare. All the villagers elect the members of the Gram Panchayat and the Sarpanch who conduct the day-to-day work of the Panchayat. Gram Panchayats are formed through elections. All residents of a village who are 18 years old or above have to enroll their names in the voters list. Usually, a government employee visits every house to check whether there are any changes in the list. A village is usually divided into a few wards in such a way that all the wards have almost equal number of voters. Each ward elects one member to the village panchayat called ward member. It means the people from all localities of the village are represented. A panchayat will have at least 5 ward members and may have as many as 21 ward members. Any person who is 21 years completed or above can contest in the panchayat elections from village. Normally, elections to Gram Panchayats take place once in every 5 years. During these elections, every voter casts two votes, one to elect the ward member and another to elect the Sarpanch. The person who gets the maximum votes is declared elected. The Sarpanch is the head of the Gram Panchayat and has the responsibility of implementing all the decisions of Panchayat and look after the day-to-day working of the Panchayat. The Sarpanch is also responsible for the income and expenditure of a Panchayat. Sarpanch and ward members elect one of the ward members as a deputy or Upa Sarpanch. The Upa Sarpanch acts in the absence of the Sarpanch. Each Panchayat also has a secretary who is a government employee. His job is to maintain accounts and minutes of the meetings. Major panchayats which have high income also have an executive officer appointed by the government. What does a panchayat do? The village panchayats are responsible for provision of public amenities like maintenance of village roads, construction and maintenance of drains, supply of drinking water, street lighting, cleaning streets, running ration shops, etc. They are very responsible for overseeing the functioning of schools, anganwadis, women and child welfare programs, etc. The panchayats have to plan and execute development work in the village such as minor irrigation, watershed management, land reform measures. Children, do you know what is the income of village panchayats? Now we discuss about that. Where do the Gram Panchayats get funds from to carry out their programs? Gram Panchayats have the power to levy some minor taxes in the villages like house tax, land cess, etc. They get about one third of their income from these sources. But they mainly depend upon grants from the state and the central governments meant for the implementation of specific programs. Some funds are made available under the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. From the experience of the Gram Panchayats, it emerges that these funds are far from sufficient for any substantial development of the villages. Panchayats have very little funds for the work they themselves plan and decide upon. A meeting of the panchayat takes place every month. For each meeting, at least half of the members of panchayat should be present. Otherwise, the meeting will have to be cancelled. The meeting usually begins by reading out the report of the last meeting. This is called minutes of the last meeting. Then the Sarpanch has to report on all the work done during the previous month and how much money was spent on them. The ward members can also propose any new work for their wards or inquire about non-completion of approved work. Every year before the month of April, proposals from different wards are discussed and budget from them is prepared. The Sarpanch and the executive officer check if funds are available for these proposals. After this, the annual plan of the panchayat is prepared and discussed in the Gram Sabha and finalized after incorporating their suggestions. This finalized plan is submitted to Mandal and Jilla Parishads for approval and sanction of funds. After the funds are received, the Sarpanch will start the work and supervise its completion.
Village Panchayat. A village needs many facilities like schools, public lighting, clean surroundings, and good transport for its people. The main purpose of a village panchayat is to improve the conditions of the village and its people. Village Panchayat. The village panchayat is an agency which looks after the needs of the villagers. The word panchayat means a committee of 5 persons or elders. Members of a village panchayat. The head of the panchayat is called the Pradhan or Sarpanch. The members of the panchayat are elected by the people of the village who are 18 years and above. The members of the village panchayat elect the Pradhan of the village. Functions of a village panchayat. The panchayat settles petty disputes among the people. It looks after the dispensaries for the treatment of the sick people. It arranges for clean drinking water. It takes care of street lighting. It runs school for village children and opens library also. It also provides adult education centers for the people of the village. It maintains cleanliness of the village. Summary. The village panchayat looks after the needs of the villagers. It works to improve the condition of the village. Each panchayat has 5 members, including 1 woman member. The village panchayat settles all the petty disputes between the villagers. The panchayat gets money from taxes and from government to perform its duties.